I shot this video previously, but the sound was overlapping my voice, and you could barely tell what I was saying. So here I go again, um, recording this video. Now I'm gonna go to some gameplay too, because to give some examples as what I'm talking about. But the main purpose in this video is um, basically because I want to talk about uh, Access Football 19 and what is needed in the game going forward. I personally plan to support this title. I like this title a lot. I play this game a lot. I play franchise modes and whatnot. And there's some things that I learned about this game. And, I want to first start by saying the most needed improvements for this game. I have a list, and it's not in any particular order, but the main things are the small details that are missing from this game. Like, for example, quarterback kneel downs to run the clock is not in this game, as well as spiking the ball to stop the clock, as well as touchback kneel downs are not in this game. And this game also does not have touchdown celebrations of any kind or anything like that. It does not have fake punts, and it does not have fake field goals. You can't fake any punts or field goals. But the game is lacking these details, but the game has a lot of potential. It's a very fun game. Now, if you want to play competitively in this game and enjoy the game, you are going to have to manipulate the game a little bit. Uh, this is a good game. I think it has strong potential for the future. And, I really enjoy playing this game. But what you would have to do to make this game, if you want a more realistic outside of arcade-like gameplay, because you can make it more arcade-like by speeding up how fast the players move, how fast the clock moves, all that type of stuff. You can do that, but I don't really like playing that way. I like playing a more realistic competitive game, so I have a certain game speed that I use. I'm going to show you what that is. Now, I'm picking certain teams for a reason, because these are teams that I manipulated a little bit. Now, I would recommend, if you have a season on here, to change some of the attributes of some of the opposition. Like, for example, the Chicago Lake Hawks, I actually changed some of their attributes of their players to make it more competitive, because I play this on Hall of Fame, and it can be easy if you max out speed of running backs. If you give a running back a 99 speed, for example, um, one thing I noticed, if you put wind in this game, it makes field goals difficult, which is reasonable. That's not a complaint. That's perfectly fine. I play on Hall of Fame always. I play 10-minute quarters, but I play with fast clock, because the game moves at a fast pace as far as getting to the next play. You can run a lot of plays. If you play 5-minute periods, you might want to slow the clock down if you want a realistic sort of gameplay. That's what you want to do. Now, what I did was I maxed out the speed of my opponent's running back, and I maxed out their quarterback, and I gave their defensive players, because you can edit the players on here, which is a good thing. And you're gonna need to do that if you want once you get used to this game. You're gonna find that it's not really the hardest game in the world, but it can be very enjoyable and very competitive. But you are gonna have to manipulate some options, because if you play this game initially and you get used to it, you may, this game is not that, it's not that competitive. Now, I know that the playbook in this game is this is the PS4 version, so from what I understand, the playbook and the editing options for team is a lot bigger on the PC. Hopefully, the next installment of Access Football for PS4 and Xbox will have a little bit more options for team editing and player
Welcome,
editing.
football fans, to Oklahoma
I think
City,
that's probably
Oklahoma.
going to be the case.
Along with our Access
But
Sports Network crew, I'm Dave Stevens, here with analyst Mike Steele.
Dave, as we both walked
I'm
up
actually
to the
going
booth, it's
to not take a
palatable in
chance
here.
with...
Not just the players and the coaches, but
I'm going to turn the sound off because I've had some issues with it. It might seem weird without sound, but basically I couldn't hear myself at all, even when I had the volume up low. On the last video I did, but anyway, getting back to this gameplay, um, with the few improvements like the ones I mentioned before, you are gonna need a little bit of a bigger playbook. You are gonna need those details fixed with the quarterback kneel downs, spiking the ball, and things like that. You're gonna need that. Touchdown celebrations, fake field goal, fake punt. They do have onside kicks, but this game is missing a few details, but it has a lot of potential, and I do actually recommend this game for people to buy, just to try it out, just to see what is coming for the future of the future installments of this game, because there are other options out there. There's not very many options for football games anyway. Maximum Football to me is not really a good option. They're a small game maker. I'm not gonna knock them in any way, but I had a lot of issues with the way the ball actually moves when it's in the air. I couldn't really play like that, so I can't really play that game. Hopefully in the future they can improve those types of things. And I know the graphics are not good, but it wasn't even that. I could play a game with low graphics if the gameplay's good, but another thing in this game, the difference between height and weight and one player to another, there's not a huge variation. There is if you look at the player statistics, but um, if you look at them on the field, it doesn't really seem like. Hopefully they work on that. There's a small difference sometimes, but hopefully the future games, there'll be a little bit more. However, even with all that being said, this is, they're just making their way to console, and there's a lot of flags here, which I turned that up. You can adjust how often that happens. I like to play with it kind of high to give it a more realistic, professional gameplay feel. Now, if you don't have this game and you do like football, I would suggest that you do get it and check out some of the videos on it to try to make the game a good game. And I'm talking about on the console. I know a lot of people have the PC version. If you have the PC version, you may not want this one because you obviously already have it. But, I gave my running back an 80, something like an 80 on speed, because the 99 was just a little bit too dominant for me. Maybe the future versions of this game, they will, we're running the play action here. Maybe the future installments of this game, the defense will be a little bit more tighter defensively because, I'm having to slow guys down a little bit. Not slow guys down, but just not max them out. They don't seem to max out players too much naturally on here. If you want maxed out players, you have to do that on your own. I haven't found any like maxed out players on here. I think that was something they did intentionally, for gameplay purposes. But we're going for it on fourth down. We're gonna make this competitive any way that we can. I made my quarterback fast because I don't have a fast running back. He already has the first down. Oh, see, they have stamina. I ran out of stamina there, which this game has a lot of potential. I'm telling you that right now. However, they do need a thicker playbook like the PC version. And look, he's not really like that fast of a running back, but see how much yards he's able to get. You don't want to do 99. I'm just warning you on that, because even on Hall of Fame difficulty, you'll dominate and just completely destroy the opposition. And to me, that's not really fun gameplay. going for it all. Oh, that looked like pass interference. But anyway, I wanted to, yeah, I pretty much got most of the points that I wanted to make out there. So, yes, if you like football, go ahead and get this game because you can sort of edit these teams and sort of make these teams college teams if you want. Uh, yeah, I would, because see, the way they play, to me, is more of a college feel than uh, NFL feel to me, even though it's more NFL based. The way the teams are, they seem to be based on NFL teams. As the teams look like the NFL teams, like the Cleveland Coyotes look like the Cleveland Browns, the Miami Warriors, their uniforms look almost identical to the Miami Dolphins. So they are clearly mimicking the NFL, but to me the gameplay seems more like a college game. Even a lot of the stadiums seem college-like, maybe. But so if I was gonna alter these teams into real teams, I would go college over the NFL or maybe even XFL or something like that. But that's not necessary right now because you don't know their rosters. But anyway, I'm gonna end the video right there. I'm gonna shoot some more videos because I have some more things that I want to talk about. I just don't want to ramble on forever on one video, and people won't really want to watch an hour video. So I'm gonna break it down and onto another video. But anyway, thanks for watching.